if our case is no, then it will redirect us to the navigation. Okay. And if it's default, it will say invalid input and will redirect back to the build function. So it's like a recursion if we input something that is invalid. There is navigate uh, outside here, so as to reduce redundancy inside of the switch case. Now we'll go to the print pulse. So this prints total pull statistics including the materials pulled. Okay, we have here the print function for the total material pulls, and as you can see here, I have a function static variables here, total result pulls made, and the pull print format for the total results pulls made. So this pull print format under here is responsible for correcting the grammatical number when printing pulls. For example, if x equals 1 or x equals 0, it will return pull. Okay, else it will return pulls. Okay, now same here in our print function for diamond, for gold, silver, and bronze. So these four remaining print functions have also static methods and print format uh, that is the same as that has the same function as the pull print format. I'll show you. Okay, in here, this is the print format method. I mean, print format method to correct also the grammatical number when printing pieces. So if x equals 1 or x equals 0, it will return piece, else it will return pieces. Okay. Now I'll show you the show build method. So this method shows total weapon build of the user. Then we have here the 3 array integers, and these array integers will call the static variables in the build weapon file. Okay, and this will return the weapons, how many weapons you made. Okay, in each variable. So it's like these 3 arrays are checking the current status of your builds. Okay, then we have here the print function instructions. So it says here are the weapons you've built. Then we have here the format for aesthetics. Okay, and then we have here 3 for loops. So these 4 loops will be printing the armor name concatenated with the armor, the amount of armor, or I mean amount of weapon in this particular category. Okay, whether it's a diamond armor, gold armor, and etc. And same in the remaining four loops. Okay, then it will print again redirecting navigation when it's done. Okay, and then we have here the pricing. So this pricing method will show the prices of the weapons. Okay, we have the print function. The cost of the weapons are the following, and we have another what do you call this, the aesthetics. Okay, aesthetic for text. Okay, it's like a GUI. Then we have here the another 3 for loops. So these another 3 for loops is very similar to the 3 for loops before. Okay, so it will print the name. Okay, and then the then the this array in the cell weapon file, and this array will contain the prices of each weapon. Okay, Then same here, we redirect navigation after it's done. Okay, go back to navigate. Then we have here the sell method. Okay, so this function is to sell weapons to customers. Okay, have here the new instance for people buy class, and then we call the buy function. Okay, we'll go to that later. Then we have here select boolean check finish. So this will check if the user achieves the goal or achieve the goal. Okay, so we have here the if condition. If cell weapon mora, this cell weapon mora is the static variable. Okay, is cell weapon mora is greater than or equal to 1 million. Okay, 1 million, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Okay, now we'll now go to the finish method. So this method is not included in the navigation method, similar with the check finish, and this finish method will be the goal achieved function and will exit the game. Okay, let's see here, congratulations, you have earned 1 million mora. And then we have here sorry, print format of a total number of people that bought your weapons. Okay, then we have here congratulatory sentence, and then we have here shutting down. Okay, then system exit. Then we have here another method, the exit method. Okay, so it's an option to end the game. We have here the print, the instruction if you're sure to exit the game. Then we have here a choice. Okay, string choice as in a scan. It's in a scan type. Then we have here a switch case. Okay, so if yes, then it will print out the congratulatory sentence. Thank you for playing, or yeah, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, thank you for playing. Then we have here system exit. Then by default it will go to the navigate method. You can see here we have here the main flow that navigate, but since they are in the same file, we can just erase that or delete that. Okay, then we have here the action. So this is for user to keep track of the actions done. So this method is very simple and is not included in the critical methods in navigation. Okay, so it will since action, this variable is not what you call this, it's not instantiated inside the action method, but it is found at the top here of the public class main flow. Okay, so it will set a static integer to make it quote unquote alive. Okay, have here every time we call an action it will increment 1, and then we have here system out format, and then we have here the action quote unquote GUI and in its format in here. Okay, so that's it for the main flow. We'll now go to the material type. I'll show you the factory pattern in this file. Okay, so you have here the interface. Okay, so this will be the general material blueprint, and it has a void create material method. Okay, so now we have 3 implementations for this interface, namely bronze, silver, okay, gold, and diamond. Okay, so each of these implementations are very similar to each other. Okay, we have here the override what you call this pin. So to so to tell the user or the programmer that this class is just the uh, overriding the interface. Okay, we have here the public void create material, so it will print one bronze, and then add bronze to the total result, and then uh, and we'll call pull, and this pull function will be, I'll show you here. Pull function or method will increment pulls made in here, the total pulls made. Okay, and the rest of the class that implements material is very similar to the bronze class. Okay, see here, add silver, then we have here add gold, and we have here add diamond, and each of them has a pull uh, method. Okay, so I've shown you this before, the material type class, and it's public, and it is public. Now we'll go to the total result. So this will be the statistics for total pulls and total materials. Okay, and it has pulls made integer, bronze integer, silver, gold, and diamond integer, and these are variables that set in static. Okay. Okay, the rest of the static methods below are for incrementing pulls and materials. You can see here we have pulls, incrementing pulls, we have here add bronze, add silver, add gold, and add diamond. Okay, so these static methods below are for incrementing pulls and materials. Okay, so that's it for the material type. Now we'll go to the build weapon file. Now we have here the public class build weapon, and then we have here the static variables that are integers, and these variables will be the material cost for making weapons. So that the end of the day, if I have to uh, update the game, I can easily change the call this the value of these variables without making what do you call this, a huge effort. Okay, then we have here the statistics of weapons made. So these static integers uh, will be like a, what do you call this, a checklist or a counter list, I don't know. I can say it's a checklist. Okay, then we have here an arrays for simplify printing. Here static string name. Okay, we have weapon type, weapon. So this will be the factory pattern for our weapon type. I mean for my weapon type. Okay, we have here the method get weapon, which weapon type, armor for shield, depending on what the user types in here. In the weapon type, the get weapon parameter. Okay, by default it will say unidentified weapon, and then it will go to navigate, right? Okay, then we have here the interface weapon, same as the material. In the material type, we have the void create weapon where the parameter material type. Okay, then we have here class armor implements weapon, and sword implements weapon, and shield implements weapon. And basically these three classes are the same with each other. The difference is the weapon type is the weapon type. Okay, we have here the override pin. Okay, so we have here the if condition. So like if material type is 1, and the 1 in here is, I set this as the material for diamond. Okay, then it will after